Shalom, shalom lekulam, and Shavua Tov. I've got Rabbi Yehuda. How are you? Okay, so we, yeah, let's have the ball rolling. We started with halacha according to Ben Shai. And the Pasha Mitzavim, halacha that deal with Rosh Hashanah. Only a few days left before we get there. I did ask a question as to how do you understand Rosh Hashanah? I do not need to repeat that because my Rosh Yeshiva gave a shiur this morning. Gave exactly what lies behind, the thought behind everything. So the answer was given this morning by Rabbi Pinchas. So we continue with halachot where we have left off here last week. Rabbi Yishai ended, I think, number halacha Yud Gimel, if I'm not mistaken. So then we are taking off from halacha Yud Dalet. It reads as follows. Oh, sorry. Let me send you the pages. Well. Bear with me, just a second for me. Just bear with me. I'll be done in a few seconds. Okay. The pages are there. For those who are able to follow in Hebrew, the Hebrew version of the page is also there. It reads as follows. The shofar is blown in two occasions. Not two occasions, sorry. The shofar is blown in two sessions. The first is called the seated tekiot, because one may then be seated. And the second, during the Amidah prayer of Musa, or Musaf, sorry, not Musa, but the Musaf, and the repetition of that prayer, called the standing tekiot, because one is then standing. Rabbi Kish, welcome. It has been for a while.
Yeah, thank you very much. I've been up and down, out of the country and so on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good. Welcome back.
Yeah, congratulations on your simcha.
Baruch Hashem, Toda.
Thank you very much.
May it be next.
For being
you are
there
next.
for us. Toda Rabba. Thank you very much.
I can't wait to witness that.
Baruch Hashem.
Okay, we are on halacha. Halacha
Okay.
according to Ben Shchai, the halachot on Rosh Hashanah.
Thank you.
We just got it started. The second, during the Amidah prayer of Musaf, and the repetition of that prayer, called the standing tekiot, because one is then standing during the Amidah. Each session comprises 3 sections, in each of which the shofar is blown somewhat differently to comply with various hierarchical details. We will see, and we witness that. To see how the shofar is being blown and different type of shofar blowing. The person who blows the shofar should explicitly declare before blowing, I have in mind that everyone who hears me blowing the shofar during both sessions should fulfill his obligation in this mitzvah. Even though it is assumed that this is the case, it is preferable to declare one's intention. It's not just to get up and, once you are appointed to do that, get up and, no, you have to declare. You have to declare that this is the intention. Halacha continues. Neither the congregation nor the person who blows the shofar should speak of anything apart from the prayers from the time that the bracha is recited until after the end of the second session. The person who blows the shofar should not even recite the verses in the prayer which the congregation recites after returning the Sefer Torah to Echal before Musaf. It's not about, I haven't witnessed it, but the fact that halacha bring it forth is because it has been noticed by our chachamim that sometimes people forget and they start talking. Halacha says no. We shouldn't speak at all of anything apart from the prayer. Apart from the prayer, nothing else. Halacha Yud Hey 15. One must hold the shofar while he's reciting the bracha. And it is customary to cover it until after completing the bracha. Again, another source is given here, or a reference rather. It's something that has been observed, that maybe I shouldn't go there. You must hold the shofar in your hand, but which hand? You must hold the shofar while reciting the bracha. This goes to anything else. Okay, in this context, but in a large scheme or in a large picture of things, you must hold in the hand of the subject or anything, or the subject of the bracha. You must have it in your hand. Just as like halacha requires you to hold, for example, if you are drinking, or if you are eating fruit or whatever, you must hold it in hand. Don't recite a bracha with the hand just at loose. You must have it. You must, when it says kavanah, you must also able to see the thing that you are the subject of your bracha. It's not about, this is, for example, the shofar. Well, it's in my hand and I'm reciting the bracha. I'm looking on the other side. Well, I'm looking somewhere else and I recited the bracha. No. You must hold it in your hand. Halacha continues. Before reciting the bracha, one should do knock on the bima to attract everyone's attention to the bracha. And then say, Birushut, Morai Verabanan, Verabotai. And then he recited the bracha aloud, having in mind to include the entire congregation. It's not about you, it's about the congregation. So you find in many of us in a Beit Knesset, we have our little conversation. What did you see? Did you see? Do you know? Do you know? It is because of that you are required to knock on the bima so that you call the attention of everybody. Because many people usually they are caught up into ordinary matters that have got nothing to do. They've got nothing to do with anything, with the service, with the Torah, nothing. Even if it has got to do with the Torah, you don't interrupt the flow of the service. Halacha continues, if one who does not hear well sits some distance from the bima and they cannot clearly hear the bracha, he should recite the bracha himself at the same time as the person who blows the shofar, and then listen to the sound of the shofar. We are required to listen. I remember Rabbi Pinchas gave us a shiur on this, in depth of it. Why the mitzvah is to listen to the shofar. This is a doraita, not a drabanan. Why am I required to hear that sound? Bezrat Hashem, we will see probably this week. You will see. Why it's so important and what does it mean to listen? Halacha continues. In some communities, it is customary to stand when listening to the bracha over the shofar. In some communities, does not mean every community is like that. Follow your minhag. That is the implication here. While in other community, it is not customary to do so. Here in Baghdad, it is not customary to stand. Ben Shchai says, here in Baghdad, it is not customary to stand. Follow the minhag. Halacha Yud Vav. One takes the shofar in one's right hand and places it to the right side of one's mouth, if possible. As I have said at the very, very beginning, you are required to have the subject of your bracha into your hand. It's not well, I don't need to repeat that. And it says you place it to the right side of your mouth. there is a, what does it mean really? Maybe I should ask a question. What does it mean? Place it to the right side of one's mouth. The right side. Yes, the right side, not left. Because we know what all, as I said, yeah, we keep on emphasizing this. There is no side of the body does not mean anything. And there's no limb, no organ of the body does not represent something and does not mean anything. When the Chachamim are saying, put it on your right side of the mouth, follow that. There is a reason why. There is a reason why. Why not on the left? Because when you take, for example, the order of the Sefirot, the 10 Sefirot, we know exactly everything that is on the left side, we know exactly what it means. Halakha continues. The person who calls out the sequence of the notes must call out the first sequence as well. And it is not considered an interruption between the bracha and the mitzvah, as it is required for the mitzvah. Halakha continues. The mouthpiece of the shofar may not be damaged by even the slightest imperfection. One should check this and repair it if necessary before Rosh Hashanah. What does it mean? This is the mouth of the, I'm using this cup. I'm using this cup as an example, not an example, to illustrate. This is the mouth of the shofar. If there is a crack, that by implication of this halakha, that shofar has got a defect. You cannot use it. So then you should repair it before Rosh Hashanah. Again, when we brought, okay, this is about the shofar. Also, I came across a halakha that we should know, that the vessel that you also use for netilas yadayim should not also have, how do you call it? It's not a crack. If a piece is off, what? A chip? What is a chip? What? Yes, that's right. A chip, you call it a chip? Ah, a chip. How do you spell a chip?
Chip.
Oh, chip. Oh, okay. One of the English-speaking person, he called it a chip. It's called a chip. When it has got a chip, sorry, you cannot also use that vessel to perform netilas yadayim. So is the shofar? If it is, it's invalid. Okay, invalid is my own word, but that is the implication of the halakha. Halakha Yud Zayin. If one is unable to attend the synagogue, and then someone comes to blow the shofar at home, one must stand when listening. One must stand when listening. Since one did not hear the shofar during the Musaf prayer, and the one now fulfills the Torah obligation, one must stand in the same way that one must stand when counting the Sephirah. Halakha continues. Women are exempt from listening to the shofar, as it is a mitzvah which is performed at a specific time. Nevertheless, most women have accepted upon themselves as an obligation, and they come to the synagogue in order to hear the shofar. A woman who is accustomed to hear the shofar each year becomes obligated to hear it. And if she is unable to attend the synagogue, one should go to her home to blow the shofar for her. But she may not recite the bracha. This is also the custom in our family. I just wanted to add a few things, comment on this halakha. We know that there is this thing called prescription law. If you are used to do something good, and you take it upon yourself that this is what you are doing, it becomes it becomes an obligation to you. So you have got no right to divert one way or the other. This is the implication of what is being said here. Women are exempt, but if women have taken upon themselves to listen to the blowing of the shofar, it is a good thing. But the negative effect of it is when you have taken an obligation upon yourself by dropping it or by not doing it anymore. There is a pasuk in Kohelet. Hashem does not want you to take an oath. Okay, this is not an oath, but it's an obligation that you have taken upon yourself. It would be counted as a good thing, but not to do it, you may put yourself in a very awkward position, God forbid. Something that you are accustomed to do, you have to keep. Halakha continues. If a woman is accustomed to attend the synagogue each year to listen to the shofar, we have read that. On one occasion, she's unable to attend, and is also not able to get someone to come to her home. She should absolve herself of this custom before Rosh Hashanah. Again, halakha here, give a conditional or the situation. If the situation arises that enable you not to fulfill your obligation, this is in the context of a woman. If the situation is one way or the others does not enable you to go to the synagogue in order to hear the shofar. And he is also not able to get someone to come to her home. She should absolve herself of this custom before Rosh Hashanah. This is when we cancel the vows that we have taken, because that obligatory custom of you that you have taken upon yourself, it's truly in a form of a vow that this is you pledged to do. But now the question is, the question of this halakha, I wanted to or the thought that it just came to me now, we have got if the women are exempted from hearing the shofar, I did not come across halakha that says women could also blow the shofar.
What?
Women
Yeah.
could also blow the shofar. I did not come across that halakha.
Yeah.
They can?
There's no man who can blow for the community.
Uh-huh.
There's only women she can blow, and there are more women. And there is no man in the place who know how to blow the shofar, and there is no katan who can blow the shofar.
Uh-huh. My rabbi just corrected me, or just added to what I was saying, that I did not see in halakha that a woman can blow shofar.
No. If there is no other options,
Can?
there's only women,
Yes.
she can blow.
Yes.
There is no man who can do,
Yes.
and no katan, she will the last solutions.
Yes.
It's mutar.
Can.
Not
Can. Yeah. I was coming there. I was coming there, my rabbi. So my rabbi just
when you say women can, it's become they can. They don't listen to the next sentence. That's why you
yeah.
do it
Okay.
like
Okay.
this.
Now I got it. Because there are those who just get it the first, and they said, oh, there's one rabbi who says no, we. No. My rabbi said, in situations where there is no man, in situations that even if there is a man, but they are unable to, one way or the other, they are unable to, a woman can also blow the shofar. So now there is one aspect on this specific halakha, because it speaks about a woman who used to go to the Beit Knesset to hear the shofar, but one way or the other, she is unable to go. And there is no one to go to her house. She can absolve herself. But there is also another aspect of halakha. And what is this aspect of halakha? Is when, for example, okay, there is someone. There is someone who can go to a house. Do I blow the shofar outside of the house? Or do I go in the house? The question is, just a thought that came to me. A woman who used to, meaning who took upon herself the obligation to go to the Beit Knesset and hear the shofar, the blowing of the shofar. But one way or the other, she's unable to go to Beit Knesset, and there is no one to go to her house to blow the shofar. she can then absolve herself, meaning release herself from that obligation that she took upon herself.
I have a question.
Now my question, yes, Rabbi Pinchas.
We will be what bracha?
According to the halakha we have learned previously, we learned that it's without a bracha.
So she's not yotze from the mitzvah of Ket Shofar.
I beg your pardon?
So she's not yotzet of the mitzvah Ket Shofar. If she's alone, there's no Bet Knesset, no one blowing for her. And the shofar she blow with a bracha, and she's yotzet.
No. That element was not brought into the in halakha. But I wanted to believe that there is no one, and she cannot come. I mean, she's just only one. I wanted to believe that she can recite the bracha, because she's the only one. Yeah, she's the only one.
Yes, so the halakha said that women and katan
Okay.
are not able to make the other people yotze,
Uh-huh.
but they can make themselves yotze.
Okay.
So meaning, if she is alone, she can say the bracha for her to
Okay.
do the mitzvah.
Okay.
But if she is in the place where there is only women, yes, she will do the
Okay.
bracha also.
Okay.
But if it's for men, we should find no men being able to do the shofar at all. And at moment, she will be given the power of making the men yotze. That's very rare.
Mm-hmm.
And the katan, same thing. He cannot make someone yotze.
Okay.
But himself, yes.
Yes.
But if there is no one, even no woman who knows how to blow, no man who knows how to blow, if it's a katan, at that moment we receive the power to do the bracha and to blow.
Mm-hmm.
So for themselves, if you're alone, yes.
Yes. Just like my Rosh Yeshiva here said, what in the event that she is alone? There are so many situations that could suggest, not only suggest, that could make you to be alone. Maybe you have moved to a place and there are no Beit Knesset. Maybe situation could suggest that too. Can you blow the shofar? Can you recite the bracha? My Rosh Yeshiva gave an answer. Yes, we can. I mean, not we. She can. She can recite a bracha. And previously we also learned that she can also blow the shofar. When in the situation suggests that there are no men at all to blow the shofar. Babisha, I will be on time, don't worry. Oh, not today? Okay. So, no, again, I come back to my question. We have got, maybe I should ask my Rosh Yeshiva while he's here. Rabbi Pinchas, in the event that no one could go to a house and she cannot go to the Beit Knesset, the one who is going to her, assume that there is someone who can go to a house. And we have got the halakha or halakhot that divide between that, not that it divide, that one should be not a man and a woman should not be in a closed area together. So where do I blow the shofar? if I say I am appointed to go and blow the shofar for her, where do I blow the shofar?
You can blow in the house, let the door open.
Okay.
The door should be open like anyone can enter at any moment.
Mhm. I believe we understood my question, which I have posted, or like I asked Rabbi Pinchas to help us understand the details of halacha when it comes to you being not allowed to be in a closed room with a woman who is not your wife. So are you allowed to go to that place? Rabbi Pinchas gave an answer. The answer is yes, you can go there. And when you blow the shofar, the door of the house should be open.
Even when you don't blow. Otherwise, you enter, you let the door open.
Yeah, and even if you are not, because halacha is it's not only in this context, but in all the other cases, like all the other cases, Ben Shchai in other places, he would say, once a woman is married, for example, is not allowed to be in the same room with a cousin or brother. She's not, unless the door is open. If not, no, not to. Yes, but the Benjamin. Huh? Oh, did I? Okay, to the So, I think I'm going to end with halakha 18. From Rosh Hashanah until Kippur, the Hatima of the third bracha of the Amidah is a Melech HaKadosh, rather than
Elnatan Elchanan is coming in a few minutes. Just the battery of his computer is low. Few seconds. Thank you.
Shalom, Rabbi. It is Kish.
Oh, Happy Kish, how are you?
I'm good.
Very happy to see from you.
Thank you. Happy to see you too.
When do we meet?
I've not been around. I traveled. That's why I've not been joining the lessons.
When you come in Israel?
I came in about 2 weeks ago.
One more time, it was off. Come in Israel. We hope to see you soon. We have many to discuss.
How do you come into Nigeria? Is that true?
Yeah, we are preparing it, yes. With a lot of discretions, but we are coming soon.
Okay. I'll be hoping to hear from you.
I will tell you in private, no problem.
Thank you. So that Rabbi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Rabbi Shimon, what is this now? Nakarapu. Hmm?
No, I'm not. See,
Okay. Okay. Dov. Sorry for that. I ran out of the battery. So Halacha Yud Chet, from Rosh Hashanah until Kippur, we read that, sorry. You see, all these, they are in your Siddur. They are in your Siddurim. If Halacha continues, if one said, Ha'el HaKadosh, or even or even if one is unsure whether he said, HaMelech HaKadosh, one should repeat the Amidah from the beginning. It's one of those cases that in Yosidul, there are provisions where Halacha requires you that once you omit that, you are required to go back to the beginning. Halacha continues. If one said HaMelech HaKadosh, and immediately afterward, within the time of Kedei Dibur, one remembered and corrected oneself by saying HaMelech HaKadosh, the correction is valid. If a Shaliach HaTzibur makes a mistake, he must repeat the prayer like anyone else. He's not exempted too. And he must also repeat the Kedusha. This also applies to the Me'en Sheva recited after the Amidah of Aravit on Shabbat. In my work, Meka B'Tziel, I concluded that although some authorities disputed this ruling, it accords with the opinion of our teacher, the Arizal, and we do not apply the rule of not repeating. We do not apply the rule of not reciting a doubtful bracha against the ruling of our teacher, the Arizal. I think we end here for today on Halachot. No, not we are ending today. No, it's because of time. From my side, I end here. Rabbi Ishai will continue, I think tomorrow, right? Okay, number 19. So, Bezrat Hashem, we see each other tomorrow. Is there any question? Sorry?
I'm only a student, so after now is the time for the around.
No. We still have got something to. It's only enough. Oh, well, it's already afternoon. So not now, but I continue with my limud. Let's get our Tanachim. Our limud is going to be very short for today. Is the I'm sorry to interrupt. I need. תודה רבה. Sorry, bear with me. Let's get to our Tanachim, Tehillim chapter 1. Tehillim chapter 1. Excuse me. Yes. Yeah. You need a picture of this? Or you took it already? I'm going to introduce you to the world of Tehillim. Many people like Tehillim. Psalms. There is a word that we are going to talk about that appearing in Tehillim chapter 1. You will notice it because it does not, it's not obvious. It does not appear as I'm writing it. You have got Aleph, you have got Lamed, and then you have got Chet, and then you have got Dalet. You don't see that in that Tehillim. The page is in the page of the Tehillim, according to Ben Shai. Let's read what that Tehillim is saying. In the word, this name appear in the Tehillim. I should say, learn Torah with the rabbis of the Sod. Because the Torah is a code. Or the entire Tanakh is a code. You will not be able to understand it if you are just reading it on your own. On the passage that is before the Tehillim itself, before the first pasuk of the Tehillim, it reads as follows. I will hurry up. Shemosh Tehillim, the heading. Katuv tihye bekelefu tzadi. Add, bring a quotation. Kol asher ya'aseh yatzliach. Vesham shelo Elchad. What is Elchad? It must refer to something. Ketzad. But before I get there, let's read what the Tehillim is saying. We read the pasuk 1, verse 1, 2, and 3. It reads as follows in Hebrew. Ashrei Ha'ish. Praiseworthy is the person or the man. Asher lo halach ba'atzat ReShayim. Ubaderech Kataim. Lo amad v'moshav Letzim lo yashuv. Pasuk bet. Ki im betorat, Adonai hefitzo, ubetorato, hege yomam, balayla. Pasuk Gimel, verse 3, Ve'aya ke'etz shatul al pargen mayim, asher pirio, veten beito, ve'alehu lo, yibolo v'chol, asher ya'aseh, yatzliach. Let's read it there. Let's try to see the benefit of the English speaking. Praiseworthy is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, and stood not in the path of the sinful, and sat not in the session of scorners. But his desire is in the Torah of Hashem, and in his Torah he meditates day and night. He shall be like a tree deeply rooted alongside the brooks of water, that yields its fruit in its season, and whose leaves never withers. And everything that he does will succeed. Shalom Tzaddik. Now let's go to Ben Shchai's. In the Torah world, particularly the world of Sod, we look at the Gematriot of the letters. We are also looking at, there are so many methods, many systems, how to decode the Hebrew word. In this case, let's look at where that name comes from before we get to a word that not the word, but to a thing called ReShayim, Russia. And who is Russia? Bear with me. These four letters, where they originally come from. Sorry, this is the word that Ben Shchai started with. And they said, Aleph is from the word Ashrei. You remember? The Tehillim 145. Ashrei. Is where the Aleph is taken from. Whereas Lamed is taken from the word law. Whereas Chet is taken from the word Yatzliach. Yud. Tzadi. Lamed. Yud. Chet. The chet is taken from there. Whereas dalet is from the word derech. Derech. What does that mean? Again, this has got to do with tikkun midot. And I'm going to end with that, with this explanation. When we look at our world from a different angles, from politics or from philosophy or from business or from even from the religious world, we encounter scoffers, people who make mockeries of others. We have got so many people who make, yes, scoff, not scoffers, sorry, I beg your pardon, scorners. Okay, there is also another word, scoff. But the Tehillim uses the word scorners. But this word, like I always say, there is always, there is always, every word that you see in the Tanakh is an acronym. And this is an acronym. This word formed from the first letter of each of those words. But what does it really mean? A person, it says Ashrei. Let me just read it exactly what has been quoted by. So, Ben Shchai went on to say, Katuv, Yeh ratzon milifanecha el achad, sheta'as לאישה שלא תפיל. What does really that mean? Let me come quickly before we get to understand this word carefully. Let's look at what is called ReShayim. ReShayim is spelled with Resh, because this name appears that it's somebody who is who avoid himself into the way of the ReShayim, into the way of wickedness. He avoided being in their sessions. In their gatherings. He avoid him ordinary talk. gossip, tale-bearing. He avoids mocking, the assembly of mocking. He avoids himself he avoids himself from anything that he has got nothing with it, with the Torah. He acquires this name. He acquires this name in what sense? Let's look at ReShayim. 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 Can you see there, ReShayim? Let's put it in the gematria value of the word ReShayim. A Rasha can also be a very pious person. How? Where's that thing? Where's that thing? The cap of this thing. I'm looking for the cap of this thing. What? And the what? I don't know. I throw it somewhere. I don't know. Okay, never mind. A Rasha can also be a very pious person. In what sense? This morning, you were given in a Rabbi Pinchas's class. What did we learn? The secret of Rosh Hashanah. He listed exactly the world of Kedusha, what is in the world of Kedusha, all on the side of Kedusha. But there is also the opposite. The world of Klippa, that has got the same structure, more or less the same structure. And I remember in one of his limud, he says the only thing that is not in the world of Klippa is the art. Right, Rabbi Pinchas? That's the only. But the rest, they correspond. What you have on the world of Kedusha, you do have got the opposite forces. How so? How so? Is when we look at the word, before I get there, we know the word kettle, right? Kettle is written kaf, taf, and resh. The gematria value of the word kettle, we know that kaf is 20, and the taf is 400, and the resh is 200, equal to 620. That's the kettle. Kettle, 620. Does it not ring a bell? Of course it rings a bell. How many mitzvot do we have of the Torah? 613. (620) minus 613, then we have got 7. And it says the non-Jewish world was given the 7 laws of Noah. So 70 plus 613, it amounted to 620. But when we look at the word ReShayim, it has got also the same gematria value. The same gematria value, 630, 20. How do I then identify? How do I differentiate? How do I differentiate between the world of Kedusha and the world of ReShayim? Because they have got the same gematria value. Probably meaning that is not probably. Could it mean that they are the same? Is their root? Only here that they are different. Could it be that? I don't know, but let's see. This morning, when in the limud of Rabbi Pinchas, he said at the end, try to be on the side of Kedusha. Only when you are in the side of Kedusha, you will be able to defeat the world of the Klipot or the Klippa. If not, you are stuck. And they use the word, you are done. You are done. The same thing. When you are not meditating according to the Tehillim, when you are not meditating on the word of Hashem, in the Torah of Hashem, according to that Tehillim, not avoiding yourself to be in the assemblies of scorners, you are done. You are in the same here. You are ruined. Pastor Shalom. You are done. What prevents you then from going all absorbed into this world of Klippa is when you and I engage into Torah study day and night. If we are, and when we are busy ourselves into the Torah, his Torah, then we are assured that you will succeed. The word, Yatzliach, you will succeed in your ways. Only when you say, Law, according to these letters. Law to what? Law to the assemblies of scorners. So much to say in this, according to Ben Shai. Besat Hashem will continue with the same theme tomorrow. He went deeper than I have just covered so far. We will continue tomorrow, Besat Hashem. Because we didn't cover the gematria value of each of these letters, or 4 letters. Elechad. I give you a hint what we are going to cover tomorrow. The gematria value of Dalet, of Aleph is 1, right? And the Al and the Lamed is the 30, right? And the Het is 8, and the Dalet is 4. It's equal to what? 43. What does that mean, really? That's what Hashem. We will see that tomorrow. I'm running off time now. Thank you very much, Tzadikim, Tzadakot, for having given me a space to share with you. We will take up where we have left off today. Any question for now?
No, it's okay. Toda Rabbi Elnatan.
Rabbi Yehuda, how's Cameroon?
Cameroon is okay.
I was following a documentary about the empire of Kush,
Okay, yes. About
and so much that side of the world that I did not know, but I have heard a bit of it.
okay, Rabbi.
And yeah, the best of Hashem.
What's that question?
Part of what I follow in that documentary
Okay.
is also in the lesson of Tehillim today
Mhm.
that we have just learned so far. But there is there are a few things in there. So, but we will continue. Best of Hashem.
Okay, Bezrat Hashem, bli nide.
Best of
Toda
Hashem.
Rabba. Toda Rabba, Rabbi.
Toda Rabba. And
Toda
thank you very much. We see
Thank
each
you
other
too.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Baruch
Yeah, toda
Adonai
Rabba,
Eloheinu. Amen,
Baruch.
amen, amen.
Amen.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, Rabbi Kish.